people are not aware of the network that is across the UK, that is partly government funded and there to help them. For me, the gap is about awareness and access.
These facilities are national capabilities, so they potentially are world-leading facilities with people and equipment and access to the academic base, which is second to none. But they don't exist in every place. Ideas and those founders can come from anywhere. So part of the challenge and the opportunity is around how do you connect those pathways across places, as well as just improving awareness. A company, an organisation like Blue Garage is one which is super well connected with the local stakeholders, the local government, the businesses, the people, the community, the local investors, which is fantastic. By getting into the Blue Garage door, you suddenly get access to that whole system.
Traditionally, as a high-value manufacturing network, we do what we say on the tin. We're a manufacturing support service, so you typically target those larger companies that are already in production manufacturing things. The industrial strategy and the advanced manufacturing strategies are definitely changing. They are looking to how do they isolate and find those high-impact, high-growth companies. With the changing strategy and the support the HVMC can offer, we now realise that actually London has a real ecosystem of startups that traditionally we wouldn't have engaged with.
The High Value Manufacturing Catapult has 6 different centres, over 20 sites in the UK. We have a network of around 3,500 innovators, engineers, academic and also industrialists, and it's access to their experience and also the equipment that they use and the networks that they kind of operate within, which I think in its small businesses can really value.
I think when you engage with the MTC, the way we always start any engagement is a conversation. And that is fundamental to understanding that business, their ambitions, their drivers. And one thing the MTC and the broader Catapult is really good at is driving those sort of what we call technology roadmaps. So Ben from Noden worked with them to define a roadmap of where he was today, what are the interventions he needs from design for manufacture, software development, material selection. But it's really understanding all those barriers in the right order and knock them down one by one to move them forward.
Before the pilot programme, we were trying to solve the problem of how we can take our quite novel technology and go from bench scale up to big windows for offices. But we don't have high-end lasers that can do that sort of thing. Through the programme, we were able to get access to that, which has been transformative to proving that hypothesis. So we now know the next steps to take and know that as we go on our investment journey, we can prove that the technology is viable at scale.
There's going to be ecosystems there of startups, of businesses that need support and help. This is a pilot to prove that we can replicate it nationwide. And if you can replicate it nationwide, you've got more a chance of building those next future industry giants.
I think the Future Industry Giants programme could provide a really useful and important front door to the High Value Manufacturing Catapult.
There is a density of innovation startups, but there isn't a route for them to access the national capabilities and infrastructure that exists around the country. If the programme gets properly backed, it will have a pathway for breakthrough technologies to find a route to scale, and then that will be replicated nationwide.
We want to work with businesses who want to scale and grow and achieve more and go into things like exporting and rapid growth. And the Future Industry Giants programme provides a really good system for identifying them early on so that they can get the best benefit from us later down the track.
So as we look to the future, what we absolutely want to achieve is the opportunity for many companies to scale and grow in the UK. If we can't make available the type of facilities that Blue Garage offers, then there is a risk that some really high potential startups in the UK will have to look overseas and we will lose them.
The UK is built on the Industrial Revolution. There is a new Industrial Revolution happening now, but we need to take it by the reins, bring in all the people that can help make that happen and create the right environment for these founders to build these big businesses that are going to disrupt and change. And if we don't have a program like this, it will just happen somewhere else.